In a devastating incident that has stunned the world of college athletics and the community of Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, Alyssa Boyd, the girlfriend of Penn State wide receiver Julian Fleming, tragically lost her life in an ATV crash in Columbia Township, Bradford County. What was intended to be a peaceful and enjoyable ride turned into a moment of horror that will be remembered for years to come. The sudden loss of Alyssa Boyd has left loved ones grieving, and Julian Fleming, a rising football star, facing the greatest personal challenge of his life. A sudden tragedy on a quiet evening, the events unfolded on a calm Friday evening along Painterlick Lane, a rural road nestled in the heart of Pennsylvania. Alyssa Boyd and Julian Fleming, both young and full of life, set out on an all-terrain vehicle to enjoy the countryside. The couple, well known among locals and sports fans alike, were out for what seemed like an ordinary ride until fate intervened in the most tragic way imaginable. As the ATV cruised down the scenic road, a deer darted unexpectedly into their path. The couple's vehicle struck the animal head-on, resulting in a catastrophic crash. Critically, neither Alyssa nor Julian was wearing safety gear at the time, an omission that proved fatal. Alyssa, only 23 years old and a resident of Bloomsburg, was pronounced dead at the scene. Julian, 24, survived but sustained serious injuries and was transported to Guthrie Troy Community Hospital for emergency medical care. Mourning the loss of Alyssa Boyd, the passing of Alyssa Boyd has left an immense void in the lives of her friends, family, and the broader community. Known for her warmth, kindness, and vivacious personality, Alyssa embodied youthful optimism and a promising future. Her death has triggered an outpouring of grief on social media, where tributes, memories, and heartfelt condolences continue to flood in. Alyssa's life, though tragically short, made a lasting impact. She was deeply loved by those who knew her and admired for her cheerful spirit. For Julian Fleming, her partner and best friend, the loss is not only deeply personal but life-altering. In the midst of a promising career on the football field, Julian now finds himself grappling with unimaginable pain off of it. Julian Fleming, a rising star gripped by grief. Julian Fleming's name has long been synonymous with athletic excellence. A five-star recruit out of Southern Columbia High School and a former Ohio State standout, Julian had recently transferred to Penn State in search of a new chapter in his college football career. But his story has taken a tragic detour, one that no young man should ever have to endure. While Julian continues to recover from his physical injuries, the emotional wounds may take far longer to heal. The trauma of surviving a crash that took the life of someone he loved will be a heavy burden to bear. Julian's story now serves as a reminder that even the strongest among us, athletes who appear invincible under the stadium lights, are not immune to the cruel unpredictability of life. A stark reminder about ATV safety. One of the most sobering realities of this tragedy is the absence of safety gear. Though the outcome can never be predicted with certainty, experts universally stress that helmets and protective clothing dramatically reduce the severity of injuries in ATV accidents. The crash involving Alyssa and Julian is a chilling testament to that fact. ATVs, while enjoyable and popular in rural areas, pose significant dangers when operated without proper precautions. Collisions with animals, sudden terrain changes, or loss of control can happen in an instant. Safety protocols, including wearing helmets, ensuring riders are trained, and adhering to vehicle guidelines, are not optional luxuries, they are life-saving necessities. In the aftermath of this heartbreaking incident, safety advocates and public officials may once again call for renewed education and enforcement around ATV use. For now, the crash stands as a painful, permanent reminder of what can happen when risks are underestimated. A community in mourning, a nation offering support. The news of Alyssa Boyd's death and Julian Fleming's hospitalization reverberated far beyond Bloomsburg or Penn State's campus. Across Pennsylvania, and indeed across the nation, fans and well-wishers expressed their sorrow. Vigils were held, flowers left at crash sites, and social media lit up with expressions of love, remembrance, and shared mourning. It is in these moments of profound loss that communities often show their truest strength. People from all walks of life, sports fans, former classmates, strangers touched by the story, have come together to offer emotional support to Alyssa's family and to Julian. Their solidarity serves as a beacon of compassion during a time darkened by grief. Honoring Alyssa Boyd's legacy through awareness and change. Though Alyssa Boyd's life was tragically cut short, Her memory may serve as a spark for meaningful change. Her story is already prompting renewed conversations about ATV safety, responsible recreation, and the importance of cherishing loved ones while we can. By advocating for stronger safety measures and reminding others of the fragility of life, her death may not be in vain. Friends, family, and community members have shared stories of Alyssa's kindness, her sense of humor, and her loyalty to those she loved. These memories will endure long after the shock of her passing fades. In her honor, those who knew her best are determined to transform heartbreak into purpose, whether through safety campaigns, public remembrance, or simply living more consciously in her memory. Moving forward with strength and compassion for Julian Fleming, the journey ahead will be marked by both physical recovery and emotional resilience. He will have the support of the football community, his university, and countless fans. But more importantly, he will need the time and space to grieve, to remember, and to heal. The road will not be easy, but neither will it be traveled alone. The tragic accident in Bloomsburg serves as a powerful reminder of life's unpredictability. It compels us to be more cautious, more appreciative of our moments, and more supportive of one another. As Alyssa Boyd is laid to rest, and as Julian fights to regain strength, the legacy of this heartbreaking event may ultimately be one of transformation. Painful, yes, but meaningful and lasting. In remembering Alyssa and supporting Julian, we honor not only a life lost too soon, but also the enduring human capacity for love, resilience, and hope.